Greg, and we drove down to Cape Girardeau, Missouri. It's about a 5.5 hour drive. Mike and myself was holding the camera. He's also a target individual. Street Songs is his YouTube page, and mine is Targeted Man. And I got a hold of Debbie through Derek, and we started talking. I guess maybe 6 or 7 months ago, maybe. Her child over here is Tasha. That's Tasha. She has cerebral palsy, and Tasha is a targeted individual. She gets harassed, stalked, just like the rest of us. So the question is, how could she be a threat to the state, society, when she has a handicap? And you also have her mom, which is also a target, and she goes through the same directed energy weapons attacks as well as most targeted individuals.
Yes, it's been a very hard thing. It's been awful. We have years of trying to figure out what's going on. People start acting like they're a little crazy. Don't know what to do.
What?
I went to police. I went to trusted doctors. No one has helped. No one. I found PACs. It was Freedom from Covert Harassment then, I think, FFCHS.
Yeah, then turn into PACs.
I met some people through there. It's really hard when you do not know what's going on. That was probably the hardest time. My daughter, after she had dental, she has to be put under to have any kind of dental work, and she was put under in 2012, and she's not been the same since. She has episodes of screaming, beating herself, the last 20 minutes, sometimes 15. In the beginning, it was usually always 20 minutes. You can go from what I call a 1.5 to a 10. There's been 3 times when I say it went up to a 15, and there were military flyovers at those times. Those 3 times. It's been really hard.
Do you think she's chipped?
I don't know. Something happened. After the dental work, she swelled up. She was unrecognizable. She was so swollen in the face. After all this time, she throbs. There's a place right here. She throbs. It's on her left side. And it runs down her leg to her ankle and throbs.
Well, we wanted to kind of get this on record because it's very important for the public to know that it's also handicapped individuals that they are torturing with these weapons and gang stalking. And I thought it was a trip that we needed to make so we can get this on film to let everyone know if they can make things up on her through these audio visual effects, then to do that to us would be pretty simple. So there's some people that has asked you, can she talk?
In the beginning, when we first moved up here, there were someone had asked my friend if my daughter could talk, if she could speak. And then when I would go to the stores, I had about 5, 6 different. They were all women. Get down and try to get her to speak. And that was pretty close together, like within 2.5 weeks, probably.
Had that ever happened before, though?
No, not really. No. Maybe somebody said hi once, but no, nobody tried to see and keep enticing her to speak.
Right. So I think the point being made is some of the visual effects and the audio effects. They take pictures of us out in the public, and some type of Hollywood sorcery that they're using in order to make her mouth move and put a voice to come out of her mouth, and they do that with quite a bit of, with a lot of us, I think, to have things come out of our mouths that we don't say, and also body movements and whatever they do in order to get the public to believe that we are these characters that they create. It's done professionally. So, like I said, if they can do it to her, then you and I and her, it's no problem whatsoever. So, we just want everyone to know that this is actually happening to people here on this planet, and it is evil, and we got to put a stop to it. When was the first time that you felt that you were targeted?
There was just weird stuff. I'd left a neighbor that I thought was doing the harassing, and then there was some of the same things done to me where I moved. It was slow. It escalated. There was military aircraft flying over me. There was planes. Probably a little plane first. A lot of this little tan airplane. And then the military flyovers. They would fly over and around. And I just figured they did maneuvers where I moved to. I figured one even came up out of the woods was surrounded by a lot of acreage. It's just been a lot of weird stuff. There were police, highway patrol, sheriff cars, and Cape police in their own vehicles, I'm assuming. But you could see the emblems of their police uniforms, and police were everywhere we went. So I assumed the only thing I could think was it had to do with the neighbor. Maybe he had threatened me. Maybe he said that I threatened him. What else could it be? What was going on? This went on for a long time. Before I realized things were happening to me, like with energy weapons. That sounds weird to say, but it is true.
Directed injury weapons, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just know when I moved to the new house, it was a huge house, and I would stumble around in the kitchen when I'd get up in the morning. My depth perception was off. I was seeing weird things when I'd step out at night. It's hard to explain. There were just visual changes in my eyes, mostly. October, by then I started writing things down. October 2015, we had a long ride. We always came to Cape every day from probably 20-something miles in the drive. By the time I'd get home, I'd felt sunburned most every time, and I didn't know why. Sometimes the sun wouldn't be out. We have tinted windows on the van. It was always in my face and here. So that's been going on ever since. Like I said, my vision's changed. I went to the eye doctor because something happened in my eye. There was a perfect little circle hole in it, he said.
Because we were down here, Mike and myself and Debbie and Tasha will most likely get punished for this. They tend to punish us if they don't like us to do things. They don't want us to do things. So in my case, it might be some other slander to somebody else. In her case, they probably will hit her with the direct energy weapons tonight, and both of them, and also with Mike.
Or the gang stalking would be more.
Yeah, or the gang stalking would be more heavier. The way we see it is, the story has to be told. So whatever they do to us, we just have to deal with it.
Is it on?
Yeah, I got it.
Red button?
Yeah, I got it doing it now.
What's going on?
Yeah, the red button's on, so you got to hold it.
Yeah. We're in Cape Girardeau right now. We're filming on location, targeted individual, and her daughter, who's a targeted individual, and it's a heartbreaking story, you know, and it's just sick, you know what I'm saying, and it's sadistic what's happening, you know, and what's done in the dark shall be made manifest. That's why we're here, to shed light on these atrocities. They're using directed, or DEW, directed energy weapons at citizens to inflict torture, and whether it be for experimentation or retaliation, but we know it's all spiritual, so that's why we're here.